and pointed out that the MAX 200 version others ordered will require separate certification. Expected to take a further 2 months after the MAX returns to service. 255. In the same month, O'Leary expressed concerns and frustration with the certification delays. Andrevi alleged that, in parallel with discussions with Boeing regarding a potential order for new aircraft to be delivered from 2023, he was also talking to Airbus, which was offering very aggressive pricing. 256. As of March 2018, the average age of the Ryanair fleet was around 6.5 years, 257, roughly 2 years older than some of the competition. 258, 259, 260. When Boeing builds an aircraft for Ryanair, it is allocated the customer code AS, which appears in its aircraft designation as an infix, such as 737-8 as. Ryanair's fleet reached 200 aircraft for the first time on the 5th of September 2009. 261, 262. All aircraft in the Ryanair fleet have been retrofitted with performance-enhancing winglets, and the more recent deliveries have them fitted as standard. 263. The company also owns 4 Learjet 45 business jets, based at London Stansted Airport and Bergamo Airport, but registered in the Isle of Man, which are mainly used for the quick transportation of maintenance personnel and small aircraft parts around the network. 264. On the 13th of March 2013, Ryanair signed an order for 175 new Boeing 737-800s. In the press conference announcing the order, Michael O'Leary said Ryanair was still evaluating the possibility of the Boeing 737 MAX and stated its huge order in March was for the Boeing 737 next generation rather than the 737 MAX, as it needed aircraft before the 737 MAX would enter service. On the 30th of April 2014, Ryanair confirmed that it had ordered 5 more aircraft to add to its fleet, 4 of them to be delivered in 2015 and the last one to be delivered in February 2016, to bring the number of aircraft on order to 180. 265. In the summer of 2014, Ryanair contracted Air Explore to operate some of their summer flights between London Stansted and Dublin Airport. 266. Ryanair also showed interest in other aircraft, including the Comac C919, when it signed a design agreement with Comac in 2011 to help produce a rival jet to Boeing's offerings. At the Paris Air Show in 2013, Michael O'Leary stated that Comac could build a larger version of the C919 aircraft that would hold up to 200 passengers. 267. On the 8th of September 2014, Ryanair committed to ordering 100 new Boeing 737 MAX 8s, plus options for an additional 100, for delivery in 2019. 88. On the 1st of December 2014, the airline finalized its order for up to 200 Boeing 737 MAX 200s, a version of the 737 MAX 8 for low-cost airlines, named after the fact that they can carry 200 passengers. The order includes 100 firm and 100 purchase rights. This makes Ryanair the launch customer of the Boeing 737 MAX 200. 268. After delays due to the grounding of the 737 MAX, the first 737 MAX 8-200 was finally delivered to Ryanair on the 16th of June 2021. 12 deliveries were expected for the summer 2021 season, 6 for Ryanair and 6 for Malta Air, and a further 50 by summer 2022. 269. In July 2021, it was announced that Ryanair had already handed back all of its leased B737s, which were replaced by incoming B737 MAX 8-200 aircraft. The carrier expects to sell more of its older aircraft in future. 270. In November 2022, the company announced it would have 124 Boeing 737 MAX 200 by summer 2023, reducing the number of unfulfilled orders to 86 aircraft. 271. In January 2023, the first Ryanair 737-800 to be retrofitted with split scimitar winglets entered service. Few inlets reduce fuel burn by 1.5% and are to be fitted to all existing -800 aircraft in the Ryanair fleet. 272. On the 30th of January 2023, Ryanair Holdings CFO Neil Sarahan said that the A320ceo leases are extended to 2028. 273. Accidents and incidents. On the 10th of November 2008, Ryanair Flight 4102, from Frankfurt Hahn Airport, suffered undercarriage damage in an emergency landing at Rome Ciampino Airport, after experiencing bird strikes which damaged both engines on approach. There were 6 crew members and 166 passengers on board. 274. 2 crew members and 8 passengers were taken to hospital with minor injuries. 275. The port undercarriage of the Boeing 737-800 collapsed. 276. Leaving the aircraft stranded on the runway and closing the airport for over 35 hours. 275. As well as damage to the engines and undercarriage. The rear fuselage was also damaged by contact with the runway. 277. The aircraft involved was damaged beyond repair and was scrapped. The final report of the accident, investigated by ANSV, National Flight Safety Agency, was released on 20 December 2018, more than 10 years after the accident and only in Italian. 278. An English translation was provided by Aviation Accident Database. 279. On the 23rd of May 2021, Ryanair Flight 4978, Athens-Vilnius, carrying 6 crew and 126 passengers, was diverted to Minsk National Airport after a false bomb threat was made whilst the aircraft was 45 nautical miles, 83 kilometers, 52 mi, south of Vilnius and 90 nautical miles, 170 kilometers, 100 mi, west of Minsk, but still in Belarusian airspace. 280. 275, 281. According to the airline, its pilots were notified by Belarusian authorities of a potential security threat on board and told to land the plane in Minsk. 282, 283. In Minsk, Belarusian journalist and opposition activist Roman Pratasvik and his girlfriend were removed from the plane and arrested. 280, 284. Although the plane was closer to Vilnius, Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko, according to his press service, personally ordered the flight to be redirected to Minsk and sent Belarusian Air Force MiG-29 fighter aircraft to escort it. 280, 285, 286. Belarusian opposition leader Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya called for an ICAO investigation of the incident. 287. On the 9th of April, 2023, Ryanair Flight 5542, Liverpool John Lennon Airport, Dublin Airport, had an emergency landing that led to front gear damage. The southern runway in Dublin Airport was temporarily closed. There were no injuries but one person was treated for shock. See also. List of airlines. List of companies of Ireland. List of low-cost airlines. Ryanair UK. Notes. Share of routes operated in 2007-2017 still operating in 2017.
Good. That was Ryanair. And the video just split like 1 minute ago. It's 7:15. I think I want to leave my apartment because this local gas station, they're selling hot dogs half price after 6 p.m. and I need cola, so I will do that. Then I will but I'll make some video in Danish and English about Ryanair. I'm talking about that, but that's hard to remember all these many numbers. I cannot remember all these many numbers, so that's many big airlines, but somehow I need to do it. So I like aircraft, but I like airlines too, and airports. I like flying. So I follow many airlines on my Twitter, and like Ryanair and many more. So I will do myself ready to leave my apartment, go to this gas station, look for hot dogs, half price. So but there's nothing wrong to have a low-cost airline that have a goal to be the cheapest. So they need to cut every expensive. If they're going to be sell the cheapest price, they need to have the cheapest, like everything. So, but I will talk about that in my language, Danish and English, later.